Actually, that screenshot makes it look like it is Nemesis's whip sword. Interesting. The thing that I'm wondering about this is, does it get repaired at the end of each month automatically, or do you have to rest to repair it? Anyway, yeah, all that preparation is out of the way. Let's go ahead and fight Sylvain's brother. I had a feeling it would be this theme.
We're almost to the top floor.
They are merely thieves, but they have a hero's relic. Do not drop your guard.
Something tells me he won't get a chance to use it.
Don't hold back for my sake. My brother is going to pay for everything he's done.
It's actually kind of rare in Fire Emblem where you end up fighting a family member of a party member and they're totally okay with it, I just realized. So, something that I want to try... Oh, she can't talk to him. I was wondering if she could talk to him. But that had set her back pretty far in terms of movement, so maybe it's a good thing she can't talk to him. Okay, I can't magic over there. Even though I do have access to... Do I have access to 3-range magic? Oh, not on you. I know someone has 3-range magic. Actually, I might be thinking of my Black Eagles file where Dorothea recently learned... she learned 4-on, which is actually 3-range in this game, which is kind of cool.
Ready when you are.
But I can curved shot you and barely do any damage. Wow. You're only defense 7 too. I mean, Cyril's strength is not bad. Oh, alright, his attack is down though because of his merchant military.
What should I do?
Hang on a minute. Oh, you move so fast, you don't get to hear the cling sound. I guess I'll equip gauntlets. Yeah, have fun breaking through that, guys.
I'm on it.
I mean, if I send Sylvain up here, he's probably, yeah, Dedu's not going to get attacked by anything. This song is still pretty great, though. This map, you know, come to think of it, this map looks a lot like a Hyrule Warriors map. Which, you know, makes sense as Koei Tecmo did a lot of the programming for this game. Something that I haven't really talked about, yeah, no, it's Rally Magic, that I haven't really talked about just yet, but I mean, it should be kind of obvious. But a lot of the models do look kind of like Warriors style, which is interesting. Apparently Koei Tecmo did most of the writing for the story too, at least for the Blue Lions route. And I just noticed the dismount option. So, someone in the comments did actually spoil me that dismounting was in the game, unfortunately. I don't think I knew that. But apparently it boosts your speed, so yeah, and you're not actually going for Sylvain. A rare occasion where the aggro line lying to you is actually a good thing. Ally phase. Well, at least you're an Armor Knight, so you're gonna take ages to actually catch up to us. Is Hilda gonna double everything? Attack speed 8. Attack speed 4. Wow, you guys suck. And Sylvain is pretty bad in terms of experience. But he can at least Javelin plus you on the, run-by, I guess.
Be gone.
I can't say drive-by or fly-by.
Whoops. Oh well.
Oh no, I'm more charismatic! Oh wait, that's a good thing for me. Girls will like me more. I should probably use Stride. Yeah, I might do that next turn. This map is overall reminding me of some of the Path of Radiance indoor maps, though, and Annette is a mage now. Is there any way Byleth will not... yeah, Byleth is going to double your face in regardless of what I do. Unless I try a combat art. No Wrath Strike kills you. Sword of the Creator does not double, though. It still kills him. Okay, is there anything I can do that doesn't kill with Byleth? Because I just wanted to get support points with Hilda. It doesn't look like it, so... Oh, okay, Mercedes is not... Although, I actually don't think anyone's taken any damage at all. So, yeah. She can't even get some healing experience.
Making Lady Rhea proud.
Witness the power of an actually licensed bandit!
I'll keep it up.
That's kind of bad if you take aptitude into account. Suppose Dimitri can lead the charge a little bit, even though I kind of didn't want him to, because, you know, other people need experience more than he does. Yeah, I am definitely gonna go ahead and use a stride next turn. Oh, right, I didn't bring Ash, and that's... Oh, interesting.
Captain's in trouble. Hurry up, you fools! Enemies approach from the lower floors. Watch the rear flank.
Okay, reinforcements from behind already. Then again, we have an Armalite NPC helping us, so yeah. Kind of doubt they're gonna... No, you're just gonna stay behind us. You're not gonna fight, okay. But yeah, I was saying that not bringing Ash is a problem because we have chests, but I'm pretty sure you drop a chest. Yes, you do, okay. And yeah, she can't even trade, because it makes sense, because otherwise you could steal her stuff. So glad that intelligence systems noticed that. Okay, I was about to say who wants a level up. I know Mercedes does, but I don't think she's going to be able to get one. Oh, no crit. See, on the one hand, maybe it would be for the best to level Felix a little bit in something like Mercenary or Thief to give him a little bit more strength, because I'm pretty sure that being in Monk totally gives your strength growth. But on the other hand, it would be nice to actually have access to magic with him. Come on, Ingrid, you can level up your Lance rank. You just need, like, a few more hits. Okay, Ash got a bit of experience from that. Like, you must be super... Oh, you're not actually that close. Oh, I forgot to use stride. Where can I stride for maximum stridage? I sort of want to get a net in the stride, but I don't know if I'll be able to at this rate. Maybe it's better if I stride next turn.
That helps.
That was just for the experience, don't worry. Not bad. Something that I've also noticed is that Annette has surprisingly good defense for a magic user, but it kind of makes sense if she's related to an Armor Knight. Speaking of Armor Knights. Oh, someone's gonna shoot you, I think. Somebody is going to attack Cyril, okay. I don't really want to try dismounting just yet, because it could potentially backfire. Annette, get closer. You get closer. I wonder who'll deal with the stragglers. I don't want, what's his name, Gilbert to get most of the experience. It's funny, because Gilbert's the name of a character in Trails in the Sky who's, well, for the looks of things, definitely nothing like this Gilbert at all. Okay, looks like you're going for some ranged attacks. And you did do that. Wow, okay, that's a lot of damage. It's apparently a meme, but I don't really... Yeah, I know what that meme is from now, but I still don't, I don't know, fully get it. Yes, that is going to get Annette in range. Go, go, you can do it, you can move, 5 squares further, go, go, break the game. From what I've heard, but yeah, I could tell this was going to be broken, because, yeah. Like, when is a movement boosting ability in a tactical RPG not horrendously broken? Because Devil's Speed in the Devil Survivor game seems pretty good too. Like, it actually doesn't feel quite as broken as some other things, because if you have Devil Speed on your team, you actually are giving up some other racial skills that can also be really good. Like, the Dragon one, like, honestly, the Dragon, yeah, that, other Dragon racial skill is kind of ridiculous as well. Especially later in the game, where you can use that to shoot bosses from, like, 1 to 6 range, and then the boss just, can't do anything to you. But even then, it's interesting because even then it's not as broken as you might think, because for some fights you really need, what's it called? That game's equivalent of press turns or one mores. Extra, yeah, it's just called extra turns. But yeah, sometimes having extra turns in that game is really, really useful. So, yeah, giving up, because you give up your ability, I'm talking about a completely different game here, but I guess not that much is happening. But yeah, giving up your ability to do extra turns in that definitely makes a bit of a negative difference sometimes. Of course, then you have the Tyrant's racial skill, which heals your MP after every battle, and a little bit of HP, but the MP is what really matters. Which is pretty much necessary for the final boss, as I found out the hard way, because, yeah. So, like, as of recording this right now, I was actually playing, I used to, like, earlier this year I was playing a lot of Devil Survivor 2. I am up to the final boss, and then I actually rage quitted the game for, well, yeah, I haven't played the game in months, because I found out the hard way that the final boss is, a 3-phase map, so, like, not just 3 forms, but 3 actual maps in a turn-based strategy game, with 0 healing between each one.
Easy.
That kind of frustrated me when I first found that out. I got to the 3rd form, but I just had no MP left on anyone, and I just couldn't really do anything.
I cannot lose.
Well, your experience is gone. Again, this is another reason why bonus experience needs to be a thing, because in games with bonus experience, the experience that any NPCs gain would become bonus experience at the end of the map. There are a lot of enemies with droppable items here. I wonder if they're actually going to try and run away. I haven't seen enemies try and run away so far. Oh, he has a Knight Battalion. Like, as in Horse Knight,
For the
not
goddess.
Armor Knight. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed my, there's not actually a lot at this point. But I hope you enjoyed my weird tangent on, like, I will probably play Devil Survivor 2 on the channel at some point in the future. Because I do think it is a pretty good game, all things considered, although the one thing that does worry me is that people would probably demand that I do all the routes, and there's a lot of endings in that game, and most of them are just kind of the same thing over and over again.
Goodness.
Unfortunately, Ingrid is stuck opening that chest.
That helps.
I wish you had increased bow range. And I am really running down the durability of that bow. Oh, actually not as much as I thought. You know, maybe using Stride again might not be necessarily a bad thing. It's going to take a little while for us to get anywhere productive right now. Oh, hi. Okay.
Here we go. Attack them from both sides.
Or not. Something productive is going to happen. I had a feeling this area was suspiciously empty.
It's an ambush.
Please tell me they're not ambush spawning reinforcements, because that would be really, really annoying. You guys are still moving. So I guess one other thing that I could talk about right now... Yeah, I thought you'd go for Mercedes, but at least that puts you closer. In fact, Mercedes will finish you. But yeah, you might notice with Mercedes that she has actually mastered her class. So yeah, class mastery. I have since heard that some of the class mastery skills that you get from the 2nd tier, or like, well, I kind of treat Noble and Commoner as tier 0, so that would be 1st tier. The beginner classes, basically, are things like Shove and Reposition, which could be really helpful for mobility. And that's kind of annoying because, yep, anything for support. Because, yeah, I kind of promoted it into intermediate classes without really, doing much, without really mastering any of the beginner classes. And, like, so here's actually kind of an interesting thing, so that I've realized from playing my secondary Black Eagles hard mode run, is that it's actually easier to master classes on hard mode, I'm finding. Because you gain less experience, you're actually more likely to master your classes before you reach the level you need to class change. So it's kind of one of those weird cases where, again, hard mode actually makes it easier to level up to an extent. Also, there are more enemies on hard mode. So I didn't get support points there. I guess because Hilda was blocked off from the enemy's attack range. So, yeah, it actually does seem like... Well, those two actually have a support, so I guess that sort of helps. I kind of wish that supports with, like, not just Byleth, but with other people in your house also affected recruitment. But, yeah. It's kind of to be expected that it doesn't really. Dimitri could try and head off some of these guys, although then they'll both go to him. I want to lure them more towards the rest of us. Oh, right, of course, you haven't moved. Armor Slayer! Huh, I wonder who you're expected to use that on. This looks like a map where you could easily abuse reinforcements for grinding.
Saw that coming.
Oh, nice, Authority C+. Model Leader. I guess I'll check what that does. I'm guessing it affects either rallies or something to do with battalions. Probably battalions, because that's what, you know, Authority really affects for the most part.
Just give up.
Yeah, I should probably use, like, group lance attack or something. Let's see. Well, thankfully you're super far away from the rest of us, so no stealing experience for you. I guess you do support Sylvain, but then again, you are a girl. He would want to support with you. Oh, I guess no, not Thunder. Let's just use a regular old iron sword.
Next time, bring your friends. Stronger, huh?
He's still doing pretty well in the strength and speed departments. Alright, my gambit's just right. I was like, oh, I can gambit the enemy, but yeah, of course I'm just right. And yes, I know that this... Oh, Dedu's... I was about to worry, but then I was like, oh, wait, Dedu's HP is ridiculous, so yeah, he can take that, no problem. I think Mercedes could finish that thing off, so let's actually have you go here and wind this guy in the face.
Whew, that worked out.
So yeah, this might be why playing on normal might actually come back to bite me, but not in the way that I expected. In that, yeah, you expect to see me master less classes than I would if I was playing hard. Again, that feels kind of weird, but it does sort of make sense. It reminds me a little bit of what they did in the, well, among the other many problems the original localization of Persona 1 has, one issue that I've heard that it had was that, actually, if I do this, do I get supports with... No, I do not get supports with Hilda, okay. But yeah, one issue that I heard it had is they tried to make the game less grindy by tripling the amount of experience you gain in battle, but reducing the random encounter rate by 1/3. What they didn't realize was that that they forgot to triple the amount of money that you earned from battles, so you ended up incredibly poor and unable to afford pretty much anything. Okay, so you go there, you attack Sylvain, you also attack Sylvain. But if I do that, then you attack Mercedes. Do you double her? I'm guessing not. 9. That's decently high attack speed. But she has 11, yeah, okay. Oh, right. Yeah, Ingrid's gonna be the straggler who's preventing my turns from ending as early as they should for pretty much the entire rest of this map.
Too slow.
Thou art too slow. Yeah, so far this map hasn't really been, I don't know, it's been, I don't know. I wouldn't say it's been, like, boring, but it hasn't really been as interesting, and I do get the feeling this game is gonna get a little bit more mindless later on, because I've heard that normal mode is quite easy. But, again, I'd sort of rather that than, though some people have said that enemy stats do get very, very high later in this game, so I could also be wrong about that. Oh, Dedu is not level 11. Guess he will just punch this guy.
Had to be done.
The downside of Stride is it doesn't affect yourself, so maybe I should actually put Stride on someone else, like maybe an archer, someone who doesn't really fight as much on the player phase. Okay, who's attacking? Oh, the archer. But you only have an attack speed of 4. Well, Sylvain just straight up killed a lady thief. And a Volvanary, as I used to call them. So far, what's his name, Mr. Brother up there, hasn't turned into a monster yet, so we'll see if I'm right or not about him turning into a monster. And some cheap experience. Yeah, have not even used group flams yet. And yes, for those who don't know, I'm calling it that because of my Immortal and the famous, not signing off catchphrase of the author, no, it's the signing on catchphrase of the author because, she says at the beginning of most chapters, but stop flammin' my story, K.
This is what a real man looks like.
He's never actually said that before, which probably shows just how screwed it's been for me. Ah, okay. And you got a Gambit boost and you only have 25 accuracy, wow. We are so disciplined and awesome, and well, I guess they are just thieves. You shouldn't really expect. Okay, I'm thinking this could be a good time for group flams. And you're demonstrating why Armor Knight's kind of suck in a lot of games. You just can't even get to the action. I could also maybe do Stride here, but that does use up my final Stride. And it's only going to affect 3 people if I do it that way. Okay, can I... Is there a way that I can get multiples of them? Doesn't look like it. I think I can only hit 1. Oh, it's the target and every square around the target, and yeah, no enemies adjacent to any other enemy, so... any other gambits that could work here?
Careful, please.
Group lance attack, what range is that? Oh, it's like directly forward. And that is like just out of range of those other 2. A lot of awkward gambit positioning here. You, unfortunately, are not able to gambit unless I do Stride. But I think your gambit range is pretty similar to the one Dimitri has.
What?
Yeah, that is really not great, considering that you were supposed to have aptitude. Hang on a minute, If I go over here and try a group lance, and try a, no, not that, a gambit. Yeah, I can hit 2 of them. Does that kill the other guy? I think it probably will kill the other guy. But it'll look cool.
Time is now.
Okay, that's kind of cool, but also kind of hilarious. And they're like, "Oh, I wonder what that barrel is that's going towards us. I hope it does." Anyway. Well, I suppose I can blast the Armor Knight's face off.
Can't afford to lose.
A lot of free vulneraries here. I wonder if the game is trying to tell me something.
Why am I even here?
I thought you'd probably appreciate helping Sylvain kill his brother. I mean, then again, he didn't really like all that senseless killing with Dusker and those supports, so yeah. I'm kind of wondering where that goes.
You're a big help.
I'm kind of tempted to ship Mercedes with Sylvain because their first support was a lot better than I expected it to be.
I won't let everyone down.
Yeah.
I'm on it.
Well, it does kind of make sense for Sylvain to be holding a lot of the glory here.
What's next?
So many vulneraries. And how many enemies are left? Like, there's really not many enemies left as far as I can tell. No, that's the wrong button. Six, okay. But I do have this slight feeling that, things might go a little differently soon. There might be some more reinforcements or something. I forgot she had brawlers. Oh, and there's Ash. Hi, Ash. Must be funny for those voice actors who just have to make those "yeah, ha" noises when their battalions are fighting. The actors on Critical Role joke about that a lot. Like, I need 3 short pain reactions and 1 long pain reaction. It must be interesting having the voice actors be able to do that. Okay, I think I need to use Stride now. I could really use that right about now. Is there a way I can get more in that? No, that's only 2 people. But yeah, let's Stride. Still always amuses me that they're all like, "Go, you can do it!" Okay, yeah, that's a lot of movement. But Cyril can afford to go over there. Actually, hang on a minute. Let's heal him before he does so.
Thank you.
Yeah, right now he's a little redundant in terms of role with Ash, but I'm eventually planning on making him a Wyvern Rider, so yeah, that will be better, hopefully. Yeah, I had a feeling Cyril had more defense than Felix, so yeah, Cyril should lead the charge here. Or I could split up their attention a little bit with this. Yeah, sorry if I'm not finding a lot to say right now, but hopefully I will have more to say once we reach Mr. Boss Man. Because I still suspect that he's going to turn into a monster, but I suppose we'll find out. And no one's going to go for Dimitri. Yep, he can safely go there. Yeah, so it seems like they've actually made dismounting, like, a little more practical in this one, which is good. Because dismounting kinda sucked in some of the earlier Fire Emblems. Well, I mean, it was okay in a few of them. It would have been better in FE3 if you weren't forced to dismount in all indoor maps.
My technique could use...
I mean, that was kind of meant to be a nerf to cavalry, but the problem with that was it forced you to use swords in indoor maps, and yeah, that was annoying, as it meant the only way to use lances. I mean, there was no weapon triangle, so it didn't really matter that you couldn't really use lances all that much in indoor maps, but even then, it was just kind of, I don't know, I just get a little... I just like being able to use all weapons. And basically... Ingrid's in trouble if there are more reinforcements coming. Basically... The only way to use lances in indoor maps was with Armor Knights, and yeah, Armor Knights kind of really sucked in that game because Manicheets ignored your defense, and the later maps were pretty much entirely Manicheets, so, yeah, that was, you could tell that's, yeah, I'm wondering if that actually does cut off you getting support points, because you're on an attack range. Yeah, I'll have to think about that a little bit. I guess we'll find out on the enemy phase. Oh, now you doubled the lance!
Over already?
I guess I could also talk about how I feel about the weight system in this game. So yeah, I have been told that it is, that the weight system is basically, strength over 5 is how much weight gets offset. And I actually like this in a way. I mean, I feel like strength over 5 is a little bit harsh, but it does mean there's actually a penalty for using heavy weapons. Because I feel like it's kind of the best of both worlds of, like, the GBA con system and the Path of Radiance, strength system. Because Path of Radiance, I liked having strength offset weight, because one, it makes sense from a lore standpoint. You know, if you're stronger, you can use heavy weapons without penalty. But also, it meant that people were not unfairly punished for, you know, being born with low con, because the only way to raise con was with the body ring, which was like, you only got like 1 per playthrough, 2 maybe, and then you had to use secret shops for the rest, and that was stupidly expensive. Yeah. And also, con, I also feel very unfair. I know that female characters tended to have better, oh wow, Violet got support points with you for that too? Huh. Ow! I should have looked at your might more clearly. Yep, no support points with Hilda. So they've got to be in attack range in order to gain support points. Steel Axe. 32 attack. Ouch. And what the heck are all those pluses? Oh, defense and resistance plus. Okay.
Be mindful.
Okay, since Bylov can technically attack at 1 to 2 range... I don't know if he has to equip the Sword of the Creator to do that or not. Does that mean Hilda gets support points for doing this? Yeah, it does show Byleth as being in support range. But let's not do that just yet, because she will get 2-shotted, and that's obviously not good. But yeah, I'm out of physics. That might be bad.
Thank you.
But I'm sure I'll be able to use, like, melee healing, close-range healing when we get to the boss. So yeah, back to my tangent about Path of Radiance and the weight system and stuff like that. Like, I like that because, again, like, it didn't unfair... Because the other thing about the con system is not only was it kind of, harsh on female characters, it was also very, very biased towards pre-promotes, because most pre-promotes started with better con, and because most pre-promotes, just from a pure efficiency standpoint, were better than non-promoted characters, it just made them even more better. Yeah, that's grammar. But yeah, you get what I mean. It just kind of snowballed things even more in favor of pre-promotes. So... Ow, ow, ow. I'm only doing this for the support points.
Use a break.
You will get a break when you finish this guy off, which you will not with Helm Splitter. Okay, that's not good. And if she vulneraries, I think she will still die if vulneraries heal 10. Yep, she will still die if even
Stay focused.
That's 2 Sword of the Creator uses. All the support points with Hilda, but if this helps Recruiter, let's do it. Yeah, it is the Whip Sword. That's cool. I didn't actually think it would be the Whip Sword. So, Bylov has now become Ivy from Soul Calibur. Yeah, let's just use Smash for the higher accuracy. Smash you! Actually, kind of looks like the,
You lost to me?
That was a Fortress Knight, wasn't it? I should have paid more attention. I thought you were just a regular Armor Knight. But no, it looks like that was actually a Fortress Knight. So yeah, what I meant to say about the Path of Radiance weight system is that I liked strength offsetting weight. The problem was it meant that all physical characters just... weight stopped mattering for them past, like, level 10 or something. They just... once you got past the very early game, weight just did not matter at all. So... yeah, okay, I'm a little bit worried that you'll turn into a monster when I get close to you, so let's not do that for a second. But, yeah... so here, weight actually does matter past the very beginning, so that's good at least. And Byleth and Hilda can now just spend this time chatting and having tea for the rest of the map, because I doubt they'll ever get back into the action again.
Thanks.
So yeah, in short, I think this is a good compromise with the whole weight system. Again, I'm a little worried about starting to attack you because I get this feeling that you're just gonna turn in. Again, I'm really suspicious. I could be totally wrong about the whole monster thing, but we did see a monster using the crest stone of Gautier. You're like, hello, Hilda from up here. I am bored. I haven't fought anything since the beginning of this map. I will talk to you from up here. Obviously, I want Sylvain to get in on the action here. So, just to test, do you kill me? You do not double me, you do a ton of damage, but you don't kill me. And I can Helm Splitter you. Okay, so like, just in case you start moving or something? I mean, I doubt you're actually gonna double anybody. But you do have a solid critical rate. Gotta watch out for that crit rate. But I feel like I could no, I can't even Iron Bow you. Because then you'll just be like, oh yeah, I take no damage, and then maybe you'll start moving. So let's not do that for the moment. And you're out of stride. Kind of want Annette to get closer, but again, out of stride. I don't want you to critical me, please. That would be bad. Yeah, I should probably just hang back and snipe him with magic a little bit. He's not doing anything yet. At the very least, I want to see if there's a special boss quote here, and I can get it without risk of a critical by doing this.
Why have you come, you crest-bearing fool?
I'm here for the Lance of Ruin, Miklon. Hand it over. I don't want to humiliate you, but I will.
Hurry up and die already. If not for you, if it hadn't been for you...
Shut up! I'm so tired of hearing that. You've always blamed me for something that isn't my fault.
Yeah, I can understand what's going on here. The family obviously disinherited this guy when they realized he didn't have a crest, and Sylvain did. I know my attack didn't do that much damage, so... that lance is damaging you, isn't it? Because you're not a crest bearer. I think that lance is hurting you because you're not a crest bearer. And that's very, very interesting. Oh wow, that's you're gonna be completely dead. And honestly, I should probably just straight up do that. But again, I'm a little bit suspicious that things might start happening.
So, you think you can take the lance from me? I'll kill you. I'll kill every last one of you!
I'm stealing Dimitri's line before he even says it! Well, that was worth a lot of experience.
Not bad for your kind. A bunch of spoiled, rotten children.
I'm pretty sure I'm right. Yep!
What the hell?
Totally called it! That kind of looks Persona-ish in a way. Almost like that first Dark Hour cutscene in Persona 3. Okay, yeah, that's pretty creepy.
Damn, look at that! I'm out of here! Hold on! No! Ah!
And that is why I equipped Cyril's Monster Slayer skill.
What the?
Oh, wow, okay.
Is that you?
Everyone gets redeployed for this?
That form.
You've seen that before, haven't you?
Oh my. Is this your first time fighting such a thing? Then listen well to what I say.
Sylvain's brother is turned into a horrible monstrosity, but I'm going to give you tutorials now. Holy crap, that's a lot of tutorials. And also, how'd you learn all this anyway?
Evil power has caused them to grow quite large. Their life force is beyond a mortal like yourself. You cannot win unless you fell them twice, or even thrice.
Yeah, we knew this from the E3 demo footage.
Even if you've cornered one, you cannot let your guard down. Those things are even worse when threatened.
Oh, Deathblow is back from Heroes. Oh, wait, no, Deathblow is from Fates and
Can you see
stuff.
that barrier? It is surrounded by great power. You must break through to fight that thing. A strong attack or gambit might help to break through more quickly.
So that's considered a dragon then.
If you can break the barrier, that power will have nowhere else to go, and that will likely cause confusion for that thing. It cannot counter while confused, which means that is the best time to attack. If you break down all of their barriers, not only will they be confused, they will not be able to move for a short while.
Implying this guy actually moves.
Without the power flowing around them, they will not be able to restore their barriers. You might even be able to get something from them. They have such might that they will not fear you alone. But a battalion could prove useful on that front. Attack them with a gambit to draw their attention and force them to target you.
Okay.
Be on your guard when they have realized their full power. The damage caused at times like that is not contained to just one spot.
So they have AoE attacks. That's like the first for this series since Radiant Dawn, I think.
Once they have charged some power up, their barriers will be restored.
Ah.
You really must pay close attention to those things. Distract them with a gambit, or just take them down before they can attack.
Okay.
In any case, think carefully before you act. But you should be conquering that thing instead of talking to me. If you're out of questions, get over there and fight!
So, this is the power of a hero's relic. To create such a sinister beast, it has gone too far. I fear all we can do now is put an end to it.
Sylvain has nothing to say about this? Yep, he's moving. Okay. And he's going for, Gilbert. Yep, Creststone Gautier. Vital Defense. Critical, okay, can't critical, right. Magic Bind. Oh, that's bad. Death Blow, +6 strength, okay. And you're not even, like, you're not even considered, that guy anymore. I've already forgotten his name, wow. Do I get my gambits back? No, I don't get my gambits back. Well, good thing I didn't use a lot of offensive gambits. Yeah, I also realized that I didn't get healed either, but you're, like, right next to Mercedes anyway, so yeah. This is kind of cool. I've always thought that one thing that Fire Emblem was really lacking in was decent boss design. Because the majority of the time, like, yeah, you saw just, Miklan, that was his name. You saw just how quickly Miklan went down there and how little of a threat he put up, even with a really powerful weapon. I should not equip the steel weapon, oh well. So, yeah, this could be the answer. You know, giving them, like, all of these extra health bars, all of these new mechanics, that kind of thing. Apparently, you're still not going to go for Cyril. I wonder if he always targets Gilbert on the first turn just to kind of demonstrate his power. I'm guessing that's physical? And you appear to breathe rocks. Uh-oh. What are you doing, Gilbert? Yeah, I wonder if Gilbert is scripted to get warped here. For those who don't know, the warp effect is a Star Trek term. There was a guy called Lieutenant Worf who was a Klingon, and you're charging power for an AoE attack, aren't you? So I should probably have someone swing behind you and then hit you with a gambit. Like this. Not a combat art. Wait, I can't gambit? Oh, you've already gambited, haven't you? Yeah, that was one use only. Okay, Byleth, maybe?
I'm with you. Now's our chance.
Yeah, we saw Gambit boosts, like in early trailers, against this thing. Okay, I have aggroed you. Now only Byleth is going to get hit by the attack, and he's still going to take a crap ton of damage. And one of these squares looks cracked. Yeah, I'm guessing AoE Gambits are particularly useful here. So what kind of AoE Gambits do you have? Group Lance attack. Okay, that's like a line. Probably best if I could somehow swing around that side and hit you from there, but I don't think I'll be able to do that. So instead, I will... But if I do that, that'll attract your attention towards Sylvain, and that's not exactly what I want, unless I go here and Gambit with Cyril. And then you'll be stunned as well if I smash all of your barriers. Alternatively, what Gambit do you have? Okay, firstly, let's just go ahead and straight up heal. Yeah, this map suddenly got a heck of a lot more exciting. I guess the earlier kind of laxness of the map was sort of suspicious video game generosity. Oh, Disturbance. That's just like a one-range Gambit. Huh. How about Group Flams? Oh, I know. It's just the tile on the adjacent. Hang on a second. What happens if I Group Flam that? Yes, I hit all three of them if I use Group Flams there. Though, should I really be using that now, or should I save that for later in the fight?
Assist them.
Well, gonna go for it. I will need to Gambit you with someone else from behind, otherwise he's gonna AoE in this direction. Actually, I think he's already confused. Okay, not bad. Okay, yeah, only one defensive space left. But you are now attacking with an AoE in that direction, which honestly might actually be better. But I suppose Cyril could attempt to break this thing here. Or should I save that for, like I could go for a monster breaker attack with Cyril. Can I, like, hand axe that thing there? Well, you finally leveled up. I do like how it zips everyone up to where the boss is, and that's a good level. Okay, armor is broken. And that means... Also, he's stunned, and I don't think he's using the AoE attack. Maybe I should save that for when he gets a new health bar. He's going for a net, but isn't going to do that much damage. Okay, if I do that, you actually get Byleth's support. But then will he kill you in retaliation? You can't counter, though. To be honest, that does look kind of silly. Okay, and his health is back, and now he has Magic's bind. So, now I'm gonna go for Monster Breaker. Here's the heavens! Monster Breaker! Cyril, the 14-year-old giant monster slayer. Okay, that was better. That made up for your earlier levels. And yeah, it looks like, yeah, level up quote disabled during more serious moments. Okay. Can I get... Actually, still, you could do this. And take out another health bar. You are certainly worth a lot of experience. Oh, nice. Oh, Thoron, okay. And he has Death Blow now. Okay, right. He's still not going to kill Annette, though. Oh, you have 65. Yeah, you've gained a lot of health in this form. I'm very close to potentially, like, one-turning this guy, but I'm sure it's pretty easy to one-turn this guy, honestly, but I think I might not actually get a chance.
It's like watching a bad dream come to life. Don't underestimate.
Oh. Are you gonna do it? Are you gonna do it? Are you gonna actually do it? Oh, that would have been so cool if he didn't. Well, he leveled up anyway. And his battalion leveled up. Oh, this feels so frustrating because, like, if only you were, like, one of my... Oh, no, Gilbert, don't do it. Don't you do it, Gilbert. I mean, I've got a lot of experience for him, but oh boy, Gilbert's gonna kill it, isn't he? I probably should have thought that through. Although Annette does get to counter, doesn't she? No, Gilbert, don't, please don't. Please don't, Gilbert. Yes, thank you, Gilbert, for missing. Also, Gilbert's gonna die here. But I doubt he'll actually die. I mean, he's an NPC. They wouldn't, you know, make him die here, would they?
I have yet to be forgiven. For now, I must retreat.
Yeah, he just retreats. I hope that doesn't mean, like normally, yeah, I hope that doesn't mean that I can't recruit him at all. But anyway, yeah, this guy is pretty much 100% dead right now, so who wants to get the killing blow? I could do it with Mercedes just for, like, lols. Dimitri probably has a special boss quote, Byleth probably has a special boss quote, but Ingrid and... I suppose Ingrid and Mercedes are my best bets here. But Mercedes could also just heal for experience. And why not? Let's just gambit him to death.
Our power is yours.
Our strategy is solid.
You didn't get disinherited because... Oh, okay. Sudden music cut out. I was just gonna make up a vicious mockery quote. Go like, you didn't get disinherited just because you lacked a crest. You got disinherited because you suck! And then he dies due to vicious mockery.
Goddess, the beast is gone, yet Miquelon and the lance remain.
It's over. Let's retrieve the lance and leave this place.
And maybe lock that thing up in a sealed location so that no one else turns into a giant monster.
Miquelon, my brother.
Yeah, I knew that you'd be singing a different tune once he went crazy and turned into a monster, because, yeah, you said that you would have to, like, humiliate him. You were clearly naive enough to think you wouldn't have to kill him, so yeah, Sylvain's probably gonna come out of this pretty depressed. Oh, well, fitting. Sylvain killed his brother. His motivation is maxed out. Nice mood whiplash there, game.
His form was changed. It was as though that lance was swallowing him whole.
So it's like reverse forward. Instead of eating weapons, the weapon eats you.
Upon that sight, it makes sense that your students were upset.
Yeah.
I wonder if those relics truly hide such power.
I feel like they only do that to you if you use them in the wrong way, like if you don't have a crest.
Yet even still, that power seems familiar. That form as well.
That's also probably why, Edelgard said the crest are to blame in the trailers.
As one who wields the sword of the Creator, does that mean you possess that power?
Yeah, Byleth has the right crest to use that, though, so I'm pretty sure Byleth is not at risk of... Oh, I mean, it would be kind of cool for Byleth to turn into a monster, though, although that would probably just be Corrin all over again.
Professor, you have returned. The goddess is indeed generous with her divine protection.
Did you know that the goddess punishes non-believers by turning them into hideous monsters that you just fought?
I have already heard Gilbert's report about what happened. See to it that you keep what transpired at the tower to yourself.
If the people knew that the crests and weapons turn people into monsters, they'd realize we were evil and we don't want that.
People would lose faith in the nobles should rumors spread of one using a relic and transforming into a monster. All regions of Fodland would fall into chaos. We must avoid that at all costs. Please ensure the students who accompanied you understand that as well. Have I made myself clear?
So, everyone's classes have been rescheduled to therapy, I guess.
His transformation into a black beast was nothing short of divine punishment from the goddess.
Oh, okay. I was joking when I suggested that before.
Punishment for someone arrogant and foolish enough to use a hero's relic even though they were unworthy and unqualified.
Yes, how dare someone not be born with the right kind of blood in their veins?
If someone without a crest were to wield the relic you possess, they would likely meet the same fate as Miklon.
Yeah, I knew it was tied to not having a crest.
You, however, have been chosen. You are worthy of wielding the sword of the Creator, so there is no need to worry.
Oh, but big monster Byleth would be cool.
The church will formally return the lance to House Gautier, if you would.
Please, like, seal that away, put it in, like, a locked vault where no one can ever access it, and just put it under quarantine. Oh, you get the option to actually defy her now. Okay. So, I actually did read somewhere in a review that there are actually choices that happen surprisingly early on that do affect things. I feel like it's a little bit early in the story to be defying her, though.
You have my gratitude. I can see that I was right to trust you with this. Please report back. I will tell you of your new mission for the coming moon at that time.
Is your meeting over,
Right,
Professor?
more cutscenes. One thing that I was going to say is that you can actually find out about Black Beasts earlier if you're on the Black Eagles route and you get Ferdinand's sea support with Byleth. He tries to fight two of them at once and it doesn't end well.
I was just thinking about something. Professor, the possession of relics and crests has been highly valued in Fargus since ancient times. It's far from uncommon for someone to lose their ability to lead their house because they don't bear a crest. Just like Miklon.
Yeah, that seems super unfair. Also, the Organ Fire Emblem theme is playing, so obviously the Fire Emblem was relevant to crests.
It happened to my uncle as well. The eldest child of the king, and yet he never ascended to the throne.
Now, seeing as your uncle presumably didn't kill everyone else in line for the throne and a large portion of your country's population just to become king himself, I'd just say he probably took it better than Ashnod did.
All families whose bloodlines carry the crests of the 10 elites are much the same. But House Gautier takes it a step further and absolutely requires an heir who possesses a crest.
And that kinda screwed things over.
To that house, the power of crests is a necessity, not a luxury. House Gautier holds the most northern territory in the kingdom, and they have fought with the people to the north for many years.
Okay.
The head of that house is responsible for protecting that territory from fearsome invaders, whom they keep at bay with the power of crests and relics.
Ah, right. right? So they need to be strong in battle. I sort of get that, but still, it's really jerkish to be like, oh, you don't have crest, you don't get inheritance.
In exchange for that responsibility, they are granted special privileges within the kingdom. In a way. That said, ability cannot be measured by the possession of a crest alone.
Very true.
I believe that Margrave Gautier was wrong to disinherit Miklon, simply because he did not bear a crest.
Yeah, I do too. And besides, that kind of behavior creates people like Persona 5's Traitor.
Still, there is always a reason for why such customs stand the test of time. Imagine what this world would be like if no one placed any stock in crests.
Yeah, like Edelgard thinks.
Bloodlines that carry crests would dwindle. The metaphorical blade used to oppose threats would eventually rust. This same argument has been made time and time again across the years. Both sides are at once right and wrong.
That's, I think, kind of a summary of this game's story in a way, I think.
I believe those with crests and those without should acknowledge the other's strengths and learn to respect each other based on personal merits.
I wonder if at this chapter every house gets a, gets their own, personal view on the crests.
And that doesn't apply only to crests. The same holds true for lineage, race, faith, ideologies. If we could just accept each other and make mutual concessions, one step at a time, perhaps... Who knows if that's even possible? Everyone has something that is unacceptable within them. I certainly do. And I'd wager you do as well.
That's like Persona 4, basically.
I wonder which is best, Professor. To cut away that which is unacceptable, or to find a way to accept it anyway?
Professor, you have done well to complete such a difficult task. You have shown exceptional skill in leading your students. I am forever grateful for the safe return of the hero's relic.
Now I can use it to create more giant monsters for my army.
Just as I expected, you have mastered the sword of the Creator.
And only used it twice.
Now then, I shall tell you about your mission for the coming month.
Create more giant monsters for my army.
Archbishop,
Seteth, what troubles you?
Flane is missing. I cannot find her anywhere.
You know, I had a feeling this would be about Flane. I was like, oh, has something happened to Flane?
Professor, have you seen Flane recently?
Not since I had tea with her.
I have searched everywhere. Where could she be? She may be in danger. Oh, no, 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 what am I to do?
Calm yourself, Seteth. Professor, we shall continue our discussion another time.
We haven't got a chance to recruit Flane yet, so she can't be dead. Or can she?